This is your essential oil girl. How you doing? Happy Monday. It is Monday in the Florida hood. How you doing? Good, good. I was trying to get the sunset so you could see it, but I'm thinking you're not seeing it as pretty as I'm seeing it. It's got a lot of pinks and oranges, and you really can't tell on the screen, can you? I'll have to look later. Anywho, I'm not sure what to do about that because it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty. Anyway, hope y'all are having a productive Monday. We had John's brother and his wife came. They flew into the Melbourne airport, and we found out today that apparently if you're coming to, now keep in mind it's a holiday weekend, right? Some people have today off. So, but we also have cruise ships coming in. You know, we have like 4 giant cruise ships that come in, and all those people got to get places. So anywho, the point is they finally found a rental car, and ended up we would need to pick it over there by the airport in Melbourne. And whenever we finally found the car place, they didn't have any cars. So it was just, Jeff was saying he went in, you know, to pick up the car, and there was one little girl working, and there were no cars. He said she had like 15 people in line that they're equally as anxious to get a car. And they were supposedly waiting for cars to come down from Orlando, which is an hour and a half ride. And this little girl was, I don't even know. Well, you know, people don't do well whenever they're tired. They expect to have something delivered. I think a lot of the expectations we have left over from pre-pandemic are now, we're just living in a different age. So this poor little girl was there all by herself, and I was like, I bet she doesn't get paid enough. She doesn't get paid enough to have that kind of, you know, people's anxiety and stuff thrown at her when she has no control over what's going on. So I felt really bad for her today. And I don't even know her. I didn't meet her, I didn't see her. But I just like immediately went into, oh my goodness, I can't even imagine what that poor little girl. Yes, it's inconvenient for all the people that had a car, or thought they had a car. Sorry, I'm thirsting this. Water. Anywho, so we came back to Cocoa Beach area, and we had us a good old hamburger at the Squid Lips, which is on the river, which is a beautiful place to sit and eat lunch. And came back to the house a little bit, and they looked around for rental cars, and there was just nothing. So luckily, John was able to run them over to their destination in Florida. They're doing the Universal, I think. So they're staying with Chris, and they're renting a house, blah blah blah. So we got into where they were going, but man, talk about anxiety. It's hard going on a vacation, right? Oh, these first world problems, right? That's all I gotta say. Anyway, it was good to see him. It was really good to see him. And I missed a call today that Eddie Vila's doing. He is the gentleman that does the Unleash Your Strengths. I don't know if you've heard of the Gallup Strengths Assessment. I know I've talked about it before, but it's been a minute. That's if you're trying to accomplish anything in your life with other people, maybe sign up and get the Gallup Strength Test. It's really very enlightening. You don't have to be taught how to do it. That you can read, and it kind of explains it, but it's really eye-opening, especially when whenever you just don't understand why somebody can't understand what you're trying to tell them, because we are all so different. We are all so different that there's no way we can understand each other. It's incredible that we get anything done. Anyhow, Eddie's hosting this video challenge thing, and the first call was today at 12, and I missed it. So tomorrow I plan on getting on it, even though I'll have to leave drums early probably, and so y'all might see some ideas, because I think we have a homework where we have to do videos. Ooh. What? Okay, so maybe I'll have a video with a purpose, or maybe I won't. You're getting a little bit of the sunset now. See, it's still not quite as gorgeous as it is. I opened the doors, but that didn't really help matters either, so I just shut them. So maybe y'all could catch a little glimpse. And see, the water is pretty rough out there. It's pretty windy right now. 90% of the time, that water out there is smooth as glass. So we've got some wind going on. It actually, you can hear the waves. It's wavy. It doesn't, it's not like the ocean. It doesn't do the but it's definitely making noise out there. Yeah. I like my hood. I cannot tell a lie. I cannot tell a lie. All right, kiddos. Brandy got home safely from her trip. Apparently, they had a flat tire fiasco. And she called me to let me know after she got the tire fixed. I told her, that is the best kind of daughter you could ever want, is one that calls you after it's been taken care of. Because if she had called me before, oh, I've had a flat tire, I would have gone into mommy mode. How can I fix it? How can I fix it? How can I get her taken care of? How can I get her a tire? I would have absolutely gone into overload. I got to fix it. And it's not going to be easy to fix because she was already in Georgia. So she's a smart cookie, that one is, because she waited until after she got it taken care of. It was just her and Lucy, so it was not, I'm sure, a pleasant experience. But she did not do like I would have done, because that's exactly what I would have done. I would have called my relative, my closest relative, and gone into basket case and hoped they would fix it. Or help me fix. I did that with John. There's nothing he can do. He's like 4 hours away here. So I'm glad I raised an independent daughter. Anyway, they're home safe and sound, and we had a good time. Short and sweet, but it was good. All right, I hope you all had a lovely holiday if you had the day off. And tomorrow is line dancing night, so I will give you a progress report on that. I got a new friend going with me tomorrow, Debbie, and hopefully Barb can come. So I will keep you posted on our progress. I feel like I should sit here now that you're getting a little color. So while we're sitting here, tell me this. What would you like me to talk about? Do you have any kind of, besides my exciting life, do y'all got any kind of things you'd like me to talk about maybe you? Or you could call me and I could talk about you. Give me permission to talk about you, and I'll tell a story about you. I'm thinking right out the top of my head. Let's see. I got some stories. Or if you want to do a story time with me, we could do a Zoom, and it wouldn't have to be just... What do you mean, no? I think that would be a great idea. All right? Wouldn't it be fun? Be on camera, and every time I mention that, people go hide. It's like whenever I mention oils, everybody goes hides. It's like, come on, guys. Come on, it can be fun. I know it's weird. That's okay. As long as you guys know that I'm just a plain, ordinary, average person. Y'all, I can hear what you're thinking. I can 100% hear what you're thinking. I see the eyes are rolling, and they're going like, oh my gosh. Okay. I can hear what y'all are thinking. But I try to be your entertainment for the night. And sooner than later, I'm actually going to try to figure out how to teach you about oils or different options. Like, I told you I've got a group that wants me to talk about my Hashimoto's experience with my doTERRA vitamins. I've got to figure out how to do that. I was considering doing a Zoom call and recording it. That way I could share it with other people. If you know anybody that's got Hashimoto's, so just throw it out there. If you know anybody that's got Hashimoto's, which Hashimoto's is an autoimmune disease that affects your thyroid. And there are a whole lot more people walking around with Hashimoto's than they realize. If you feel really, really bad physically a lot and the doctor says it's in your head, there's a good chance you have Hashimoto's. Because they can't figure out how to treat it. There's no good way to treat it. So you have to learn how to deal with it. But one thing they can do is put you on the thyroid medication. But it's a special blood test. It's a special blood test that they do with the Hashimoto's. So you have to ask for it. They don't just automatically, whenever you go in, if I can't sleep, my hair's falling out, all this stuff, and the doctor says, "Oh, don't worry, you're just getting old." No, you're not. You got something going on. So there is blood tests to find out. Anyway, I was going there. Look, now it's getting better. See. So if I do a Zoom call, I could do it like record it, and then that way I can use it later. I wouldn't put it on this page. I would probably put it in my essential oil group page and a private link page to get to YouTube, because I can't talk about that stuff with compliance. Remember, they'll come after me. So, but if you're interested or have somebody that's living with Hashimoto's that would like some suggestions, I haven't cured my Hashimoto's, but I have figured out some ways to help with the symptoms that I have. So let me know if you think they'd be interested in, because then maybe I'll do a Zoom thing and you could get on. They can ask me questions and stuff. Just thinking. Consider it. Somebody you know has Hashimoto's. Ask them if they want to hear about it. I'm not going to sell them anything. I'm just going to talk about it. If they want to try something, then we'll talk. But y'all know that. It's not what it's about. It's about learning, education, knowledge. All right. That's all I'm thinking. If you think of anybody that might be interested, let me know. Please let me know. Guys, I got to get some folks to talk to here. It's hard to save the world when nobody's helping me save the world. Okay. I guess that's it. Y'all have a good night, and I will talk to you tomorrow.